I've been feeling a need to just vlog, but more of a voiceover diary style. And I figured this morning would be the greatest way to do it. Today is a very easy, simple day, but my mind is extremely complex right now. This time of year is a very fast pace to the holidays, really getting everything together for the next coming up year. And I don't like to assume that just because it's slower that it's not as important. And so my mind has been a lot on business and how can I move forward with branding and how can I transition myself in this new season that I'm in, and just all of these internal pressures. So I'm trying to figure out how I can have grace for myself during this time so that I don't feel too intimidated, Recently, I've been extremely productive. I'm reading The Artist's Way, and The Artist's Way is diving week by week into different categories of what brings out your most creative self. And the past 2 weeks, I've been given the tools from the book and the creative insight, but I've also been diving into what the topics have been. And the topics have been such a revelating thing to me that I figured I could share it with you guys. So the first week was a matter of recovering a sense of safety. And that felt very scary to tap into. Not because I didn't want to tap into it, but more because what does this really mean? Like, does this mean I've been safeguarding, holding back? What does it really take to feel safe in your creativity and really dive in it? And because I'm a believer, how that is pulling me closer to God instead of further away. The next week was about recovering a sense of identity, and the identity of what it takes for you to be your creative self takes a level of vulnerability and reconstructing what people pleasing may look like and performative acts so that you can really dive into why you're doing what you're doing. More about like the purposeful work than anything. And I just figured one of the best ways I can create a sense of me still being myself is to process it through, but build community on that. And I think that the way that I have these voiceovers go and these vlogs, I have a level of expertise that needs to be expressed and needs to be shared. And I'm excited to do that. But I'm also excited to explore another safety net that I want to feel comfortable with out loud. And that is discovering what creativeness looks like in my 30s. And because I'm at the beginning of my 30s, I know there's more time to explore, but I never want to dial back on the possibility of future and what that looks like for me. I do try to speak from a space of practicing what I preach, but honestly, it's been kind of difficult practicing to preach. Like, I don't think many people talk about that part and just wait for them to become the expert to do it, which is true, but it's also a discovery that I think anyone can go on the journey for. And you can really see who you are when you put yourself on a purposeful journey. Me and my community are doing the 75-day challenge, whether hard or soft. And it's just kind of like, wow, look at all the things that we are able to accomplish when we put our minds to it, even in the simple ways, like on the daily basis. So I just wanted to share what my mind was, and hopefully maybe you relate too.